A mysterious late-night phone call. I answered and heard terrifying laughter. It was a dark and stormy night, the kind that sends shivers down your spine and makes you question every creak and crackle in your house. The wind howled outside, rattling the windows, and the rain poured down like tears from a grieving sky. I huddled under my blanket, seeking solace from the unsettling atmosphere that enveloped my bedroom. Just as I began to drift into a fitful sleep, a shrill, piercing sound shattered the eerie silence. It was the sound of my phone ringing, echoing through the empty corridors of my home. Who could be calling at this ungodly hour? I wondered, feeling a sense of trepidation creeping up my spine. Reluctantly, I reached for the phone on my bedside table, my hand trembling with a strange mix of curiosity and fear. I hesitated for a moment, contemplating whether I should answer or let it go to voicemail. But something compelled me to pick up the receiver, an inexplicable sense of urgency that I couldn't ignore. With a trembling voice, I cautiously said hello, half expecting silence or a wrong number. However, instead of a familiar voice on the other end, my ears were met with a bone-chilling laughter that sent shivers down my spine. The laughter was sinister, full of malice and darkness, as if it emerged from the deepest recesses of hell itself. I could feel my heart pounding in my chest, each beat reverberating like thunder in my ears. Who was this person? What did they want from me? Questions flooded my mind, but before I could voice them, the laughter abruptly stopped, replaced by a sinister whisper. "Can you hear them?" A voice, cold and menacing, hissed into the receiver. "The whispers in the darkness, the secrets they hold. They are watching you, waiting for the moment you close your eyes." My blood turned to ice as I listened, paralyzed with fear. The voice continued, weaving a haunting tale of shadows and secrets, captivating me with its terrifying words. It spoke of ancient evil, of forgotten curses, and of a darkness that hungered for souls. As the voice grew louder, more hysterical, I felt as though I was being swallowed by the abyss of my own fears. I desperately tried to hang up, to escape the clutches of this nightmare, but the phone seemed glued to my hand. It was as if an invisible force bound me to this conversation, this horrifying dance with the unknown. Minutes turned into hours, and I found myself lost in a labyrinth of terror. The voice spoke of unspeakable horrors, of creatures that lurked just beyond the veil of reality, waiting for their chance to unleash chaos upon the world. It spoke of a prophecy, a time of reckoning when darkness would consume everything in its path. As the night wore on, the voice grew more frantic, its words becoming a cacophony of madness and despair. It spoke of my inevitable doom, of a fate sealed long before I even picked up the phone. I could feel my sanity slipping away, consumed by the darkness that seeped through the cracks in my reality. And then, just as suddenly as it began, the voice stopped. The line went dead, leaving me alone in the suffocating silence of my room. Trembling, I hung up the phone, my mind still reeling from the horrors it had witnessed. Was it all just a hallucination? A figment of my imagination brought to life by the stormy night? But deep down, I knew it was more than that. There was a truth in those words, a truth that whispered in the darkest corners of my mind. The laughter, the voice, the terror they conveyed, they were all a reminder that evil exists, even in the most ordinary of places. Since that fateful night, I have never been able to sleep soundly. Every night, as I close my eyes, I hear the whispers in the darkness, the haunting laughter that still echoes in my nightmares. I am forever haunted by that mysterious late-night phone call, a reminder that the line between reality and the supernatural is thinner than we could ever imagine.